Go baby, go baby, go baby. Hope that God forgives your sins, your sins, your sins, your sins. Go baby, go baby, go baby. Gotta keep moving on, even though you're not.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Becoming You series, where we cultivate discipline, consistency, and we find our true identity, and we walk in a purpose-driven life. We are back. This is Becoming You, the return because now we are back and we are better. Your girl is now a master's graduate. Your girl is now a physician associate. Your girl is now 2 degrees hotter, back and better, looking beautiful, and excited to record this video for you guys. So, how has everyone been? Guys, I don't know how long it's been now. I think it's been about 5 months the last time I checked. And it just feels so weird sitting behind the camera right now. And I just can't believe we are back. I just thank God that we are back, because I was literally battling, guys. I was thinking, I don't even know how I'm going to sit down and record this video for you guys, because it's been so long. But you know what? God said to me, Naomi, you need to jump back on YouTube, because the people are missing you. Okay? The people need the word. The people need to hear what you've got to say. And I'm so thankful that now I'm back. And I'm recording this video. So you guys are probably wondering, where did I go? What has been happening? Why has it taken you 5 months to record another video for us, guys? It has been crazy. The last time I was recording, I think I was mentioning to you guys that I came back from Congo. So I came back from holiday and I was just doing so much. I was putting in my dissertation, I was completing assignments, I was doing so much. And literally, guys, if I'm being so honest, I had no time to record. I had no time on my hands. I was literally up and down. I was literally completing placements. We're going to have to talk about that, because if I tell you what was going on with me with my placements, that's another story. But I was literally going to placement, completing assignments, studying non-stop. Like, when I think about the amount of times I was studying every single day, I had no time to myself. It was literally study in the morning, go to work, and study in the evening until sickening hours. Okay, sickening hours. But honestly, it feels so good to just be back on what I love the most. It feels so good to just have time on my side again, you know? And yeah, it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. But guys, if you want something in life, you're going to go and chase it. Okay. You're going to go and chase it, because when I think about the 2 years, when I think about my master's and the 2 years of sacrifice, the 2 years of struggle, the 2 years of discipline, the 2 years of picking myself up and just carrying on. Wow. I can't believe I'm sitting here now saying to you guys that I've now completed my master's degree. What? I have now completed my master's degree. You're kidding me. Because 2 years back, I will not be saying this. 2 years back. Yeah. But wow, listen, it's been an absolute journey, and I can't wait to talk about it today with you guys, okay? I really want to just get in there and let's just get to it. Okay? So, we're going to talk about all the struggles that I've been going through, okay? The struggles that I've been going through for these past 2 years. Okay, first up, let's just talk about it. Why didn't anyone tell me that masters were this expensive? A master's degree is so expensive. I tell you guys how much me and my parents were paying for this degree, I could literally feel so sick. £10,000 was coming out of our pockets. Okay, in total, my course is £20,000, but the final £10,000 that me and my parents had to pay, majority of my parents, I'll give the credit to my parents. Yeah, they've done an amazing job. I feel like when I was applying for this course, I was thinking, don't get me wrong, I was thinking, how are we going to pay off £10,000? How are we going to do this? Okay, bearing in mind, my parents have 5 other kids, so I've got 5 other siblings, okay, and some of them are young, so my parents are still, paying stuff for them and whatnot. But you know what? Having amazing parents is such a blessing from God because the way they worked, they the way they worked, I felt so bad at times, but the way they worked to just make sure that I was holding this master's degree, God bless them. Okay, guys, God bless them. My father, my mother, they put in the work. They put in the work and they said, listen, Naomi, even though it may seem like so much money on paper, trust me, it will get paid off. In the next 2 years, you wouldn't have to worry about this again. And guys, that's what they did. That is what they did. And I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful. Oh my goodness, I'm so thankful. £10,000 of student fees have been paid off. Trust me, it was a battle getting it paid off because there was some mispayments. There was some mispayments and they were hunting me down. Okay, they were hunting me down. And it got to a point where, they were saying things like, if you don't pay it off, you won't graduate. We can't release your grades. And me, I get into a panic mode. Sometimes I just forget, like, the God I serve is above all these problems. Sometimes I just forget that. But the way I was panicking, I was like, Mum, Dad, I have to get my grades. I have to graduate. I've been through too much stress to not graduate, okay, because of fees, because of student fees. But you know what? God is so amazing. A lot of things came and really tried to shake the room. My dad got into an accident at work, and that was already a big turning point. The devil was really trying to do everything in his power to frustrate me in my situation. Yeah, so that happened, and we were literally thinking, how is this going to be paid off? It's all on my mum's back now. But you know what? We just thank God once again for miraculous funds. I claim for miraculous funds on all of you guys that are watching right now. Miraculous funds are about to come your way. I just got into prayer. I said, you know what, God, I know that my current situation right now, I may see it as, difficult. I may see it as, very impossible for me to pay off the 10K, the £10,000 that is waiting for me. But the God that we serve, he makes the impossible possible. And literally, as I finished my degree, the fees were also paid off. As I finished my degree, the fees were also paid off. And this was in, if I'm not mistaken, everything was paid off by July. June, July, everything was paid off. I'm just so thankful. I'm just so thankful. I'm just so thankful. And now I'm sitting here and it's like, wow, Naomi, you really done that. You really, really done that, So the degree I do is more based in the medical field. Once again, I did physician associate studies. So yeah, it was intense, I just thank God for my friends and the people that I actually did this course with, because we were encouraging each other to carry on. There was points where we wanted to give up, but the power of perseverance. The power of perseverance is a powerful thing. The power of perseverance is absolutely, wow, it's crazy. We stuck in there. We carried on, even at the points where we were low. We were so low, and this will be low mentally, low physically. We were absolutely tired because when you think about it, we was doing placement. A lot of us were working, I had friends that were living alone. So when they will come home, they have to cook for themselves. They have to, they were doing a lot, so a lot of us were tired whilst completing this course. Me, I'm already anemic as it is. So I was tired all the time. And honestly, we just thank God for the people around me. My significant other, he also played an amazing part in this journey as well. So I also want to thank him. I also want to thank him because he also contributed a lot. And my family, my friends, my mum, my dad, you guys have been a rock in this journey, you know. But the power of perseverance, uh, you know, once you want something in life, I encourage all of you guys to go and get it. Go and get it, because the success that will follow you, the success that will follow you, honestly, is so worth it. Okay, so I encourage all of you guys, if there's something that you guys are aiming for, whether that's your career, whether it's a business idea, whether it's starting YouTube, whether it's starting, I don't know, a podcast, or you know, whatever it is that you want to do and that you are thinking of starting, go and do it, because once you put your mind to it, you can achieve it. Once upon a time, I didn't think that I would be sitting here saying to you guys that I've got a master's degree, that I am a physician associate. I am now saving lives. You know, like, it's absolutely crazy. But the power of perseverance comes with growth. It comes with so much growth. Okay. You grow mentally, you grow physically. Okay. The way you start thinking is different to the others around you because you've been through it. You were in the gutter, okay? You was in a place where, trust me, a lot of people can't relate to where you are, okay? Only you that is going through it can actually feel what you're going through. You know, people can also, you know, come and, you know, say, you know, carry on, you know, you got this, but only the person that is actually going through what you're going through can actually understand, okay? And that is yourself. As for me, I knew everything that was coming at me. The studying, the study. You know, when I think about the studying, I can feel sick. I was up at like 7 a.m. Bear in mind, I start work at 1, so I'll be up at 7, studying. Whether I'll be jumping on study calls with my friends or doing my individual studying, I'll be studying in the morning, getting ready for work around 11. You know, going to work until about 6:30, and going to study again at the library until God knows what time. Just because I wanted this degree so bad. This is my purpose. This is my purpose. This is where I want to be. This is what I enjoy doing. So now when I look back, it's like I just see how I've grown so much, and you guys can do the same thing. I encourage you guys, as you are watching this video, go and get it. Go and get it. Okay, go and get it. I also want to talk to you guys about patience. Patience. This was something that I struggled with so much. This was something that I really, really struggled with. I feel like these past 2 years as well, it was a big battle for me. Patience. I wanted things my own way. I wanted to speed up the process a bit. Okay. It was taking too long. Okay. 2 years felt like 5 years. 2 years felt as if it just wasn't ending. The amount of times I would sit down and say to myself, when is this ending? When is this ending? Like, this is taking way too long. Okay. We need this to end so I can be a free woman. And one thing about me, I love traveling, I love exploring, I love doing things that I love doing. But I just felt as if the whole degree restricted me for the past 2 years. So it started getting frustrating. But patience, the power of patience, we cannot interject God's work. We cannot interject God's work. God does not need us to fulfill the purpose. He does not work on our sort of timing. Okay. He does not work on our sort of timing. So we need to just trust the process. And that's what I started saying to myself, Naomi, just trust the process. You need to just trust the process. You have to just slow down your thoughts. You know what it felt like? It felt like you've planned a holiday to your dream destination, and then you have to remember that, oh, I've got to survive that 12-hour plane journey. I've got to survive that 9-hour plane journey. Oh my goodness. I feel like that is the worst. Like, you know, when you want to go somewhere so badly, but then you have to just go through all those obstacles. You have to go through all of that to get to where you want to be. Ugh, I just feel like I was getting hit left, right, and center. Guys, there was always something. There was always something that was trying to frustrate me. The first thing was I had to redo one of my assignments. It got to a point where I was very, very frustrated, really tired. You know, my mind wasn't with it anymore. My mind wasn't with it anymore. So, yeah, I mean, I failed one of my assignments. It was hard. It was hard. I said, what? And I found that out when I was on holiday that I had to come back and redo one of my assignments. So, already with that, I was just like, come on. Now, I'm not really trying to do another assignment again, you know? But you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I want this degree so bad. I want to be in my purpose now. I want to do what I enjoy doing. So, Naomi, if this means that you have to redo this assignment, then so be it. And you know what? Even when I was typing that assignment, I was so mad. Like, I was so mad. I was so mad. But you know what? Eventually, we passed the assignment, and then another obstacle hit me. You know, look at me thinking that I completed all my placement hours to now, and now I was getting into my new job. You know, first week into my job, I get an email. I get an email and it says, unfortunately, Naomi, you haven't completed all your placement hours. I said, what do you mean I haven't completed all my placement hours? So now you guys have just figured out that I haven't completed all my placement hours. So you know what? Instantly, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like this whole degree has me on a chokehold. Like I'm trying to leave, but it's like something will drag me back into it again. You know, so obviously that meant I had to go back to placement, you know, and I was scared that it was going to mess up my job. But we just thank God for the heart of my manager because she understood and she was just giving me time off. She was like, it's fine. Have your time off, Naomi, complete what you need to complete and come back. And it's like now me and my manager have such a great relationship. But guys, I had to go back to placement. I had to go back. So annoyed. So annoyed because I literally just left that place to only just come back. And it was like, you know what? Once again, keep going. Keep going, Naomi. Keep going. You got this. Keep going. It's just these tiny things that are trying to frustrate you right now, but keep going. You know what? I kept going. When I think about this, it's just like, wow, how did I do it? But it was only because of God. It was only because of God's power, you know, God's power, my perseverance, and, you know, the patience that I had inside of me. I feel like this whole 2 years, I've built some sort of patience in me that I don't even understand myself. But yeah, there was a lot of hurdles. There was a lot of hurdles, and yeah, when I think about the growth, once again, Monday was my birthday. So, yeah, I had an amazing birthday. And you know what? 3 days before that marked 3 years since my car accident. And, you know, when I actually, you know, I realized that it was the 11th of October that day. And I was just like, wow, 3 years. 3 years already, you know, 3 years of growth, 3 years of change, 3 years of, you know, really following the Lord and, you know, being disciplined in my walk with God. Um, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, honestly. I came from a place, once again, as you guys know, I came from a place that was just very dark and very, ugh, when I think about that, it just really, it makes me sick. It makes me sick. But a blessing came out of it at the end of the day. A blessing came out of it. And I just thank God. I thank God that I'm here to share my story with you guys. And I hope that this is a very like a word of encouragement that can go out to you guys. And yeah, chase it, chase your dreams. Okay. Another thing that I really wanted to speak about is the power of faith. Faith. You know, faith is a great tool. Faith can get you out of situations where it's like, ugh, like when you're sitting in a place where you're just thinking, well, how am I going to get out of this? You know, just having that faith and really holding on to God. You know, the way I just held on to God, it came to a point where it was like, I can't do this alone. You know, there's going to be times where your strength ends and you need God's strength to carry on. My faith was really, really challenged. And yeah, I just felt like giving up so badly, so badly. But I was always just drawn into, you know, places of faith, you know, whether that was through scripture, whether that was through Bible studies, you know, it was just so weird because the topics were always about faith. And I knew God was really just trying to tell me something during that period. Naomi, you need to stay in faith. That's the only way that you would get to where you want to be. You need to remain in faith. And I want to encourage you guys that if you are losing faith, if you are in a place of uncertainty and confusion, then I want you guys to remember this scripture. Okay. So if I just get it up for you, this scripture is from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6. Okay. And it reads, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight." Okay. He will make your paths straight. It comes to a point where it's like you just can't control things that are uncontrollable. You need to let God lead. Stop interjecting in God's work. Just sit back and once again trust the process. And this is what I had to carry in my heart. And just tell myself, Naomi, you need to give all your trust in God because he's the only one that knows where you're heading to. He's the only one that knows your purpose and what you should be doing in this life. Okay. And yeah, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6. Yeah. I want to encourage you guys to just hold that heavily in your hearts because yeah, life is hard, you know. Life is hard, especially nowadays as us younger generation are really trying to make it out there and, you know, do things with our lives. It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. So trust in God, you know, every single day, hold that in your hearts and just tell yourself that the God that you serve is bigger than all these problems. Okay, all the hurdles that you may go through, you know. So yeah, definitely. And something else that actually stuck with me as well was just that, you know, at the end of the day, a woman that has faith, a woman that has faith, a woman that is prayerful is the enemy's biggest opponent. Let me just say that again. A woman of faith, a woman that is prayerful is the enemy's biggest opponent. He doesn't want to see a woman that has faith. He doesn't want to see a woman that is prayerful, that is on her knees praying to God, you know. Doesn't want to see that. That's when he's really going to frustrate you in your situation so that you don't desire the next chapter of your life. And we can't have that. You know, we can't have that. We need to remain prayerful. We need to remain in faith. Let him be our biggest opponent. But that's not going to let us stop what we are doing. We are going to continue to strive for what we have been called to do. So, ladies, that is what I've got to say. That is where I've been. And honestly, I'm just so happy to be here today. I'm so happy to be back. You know, I'm so happy to be back. And yeah, let's get back into our episodes. Let's get back into talking about God and talking about elevation, talking about woman empowerment. And I'm just so excited for this all, honestly. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning back in. This is Becoming You, the return. And we are about to come back with so many beautiful episodes. We're even about to jump into season 2. How exciting. We're even about to jump into season 2 and it's about to be crazy. Because now we are back on YouTube, back on sharing this lovely word and just back on what I love doing the most. So thank you so much, guys. I hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.
Still